Y'all, I was sitting right here crying because Joe Biden has stolen my moment. And not only had he stolen the moment, he came out and said, I ain't got no news to report. I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. That was one of the hardest nights of my entire life. I was down low. I couldn't understand. Why me? Why is it that in my one shot, after 3 years of struggling in this business, doing all these crazy things to get attention, that when it finally led up to my big moment, it was all taken away? It just didn't seem fair to me. And I remember I went home that night and my phone was buzzing. It was hot in my pocket. And I took it out and I looked at our website. And over the course of about 24 hours, we made more money than we had made in the history of the entire company. Over $100,000. But here's the thing, I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't happy because I said, well, if all this hadn't happened to me, if they hadn't cut off my episode, it could have been 200, 300, 400, who knows? And I remember all the people who were on the episode with me, they called me up, they're like, Akeem, you gotta say something to the producers. Like, this is so unfair. And it was unfair. And I remember I reached out to the head showrunner of Shark Tank, told him how I felt it wasn't fair. And now, mind you, when you do Shark Tank, they make you sign a document that says, hey, we're gonna try to air the episode, but if we don't, we're sorry. It happens. Because once upon a time, there was a terrorist attack or something, and the episode didn't air. But they can't do anything about it. It's live TV. But I wrote them anyway. I sent them this video and just told them how I thought it was unfair. And listen, guys, when I tell you Shark Tank and the people who put on that show are some of the classiest, most incredible people in television, not only did they agree to re-air the episode, but he told me he was going to re-air it on January 1st, New Year's Day, a holiday, in the normal Shark Tank time slot. And so not only did I air on Shark Tank once, but we ended up airing twice. First time it's ever happened. And I was just so incredibly grateful that they looked out for me. And I remember being on the set of Shark Tank and all of the producers and the showrunners and the TAs, like everyone was just rooting for me, so much. And I'm a big believer that what you put out into the world, you receive back. And if it hadn't been for me being kind to all the people that I had met along the way when filming the show, getting prepared for the show, they probably wouldn't have done that for me. They had never done it before, but in this circumstance, they did it. And it made a huge difference.